You know how there are people, reporters, who write books during campaigns and they find out all kinds of stuff that they do not print until after the election is over. They save good stuff for a book. That's so they can personally enrich themselves financially. Well, get this. The polling partner with Reuters is Ipsos. And Ipsos did a poll during the campaign, but they hid it. They didn't release it. And you know what the results of this poll are? That the American people strongly approved of and supported Donald Trump's plan to put a temporary pause on immigration. They just didn't report it. They just did release it. Trump's campaign, immigration and labor policies had overwhelming public support. Only 1/6 of the population opposed Trump's immigration plan. They hid that poll until just now. Just like this Ipsos poll, here are the details on this. The Ipsos poll that was taken during the campaign and sat on, not released, shows that only about 1 in 6 Americans strongly oppose Trump's immigration policies. And those policies are spelled out. Let's look at it this way. 5 out of 6 Americans support Trump's policies toward immigrant labor, repatriations, sanctuary cities, Islamic migrants, employer oversight, and his groundbreaking proposal to reduce legal immigration. 5 out of 6 Americans. 10 out of 12 Americans. 15 out of 18 Americans support Trump's immigration plans discovered in an Ipsos poll hidden throughout the campaign. 15 out of every 18 Americans support Trump busting up sanctuary cities and his other policies toward immigrant labor, repatriations, Islamic migrants, employer oversight, and all that. Ipsos is a highly rated polling firm, but conducted the poll in September and hid the pro-Trump answers until November 16th, 5 days ago. Now, Ipsos is highly rated by their media brethren because they are such foot soldiers for the cause. Bear in mind, not only did Reuters constantly and wildly oversample Democrats in their polls, sometimes by as much as 11%. Reuters, don't forget this, Reuters even changed their methodology to exclude undecideds in their poll. Remember this? We pointed this out when it happened. Reuters, in the middle of presidential polling, we didn't know they were suppressing Trump's vast support on immigration. They also changed their methodology. They simply said there are no undecideds. They weighted undecideds and gave them largely to Hillary. They wanted to help Hillary's numbers. Now, the way they report this, see, this is a trick, too. The Ipsos poll shows that only about 1 in 6 Americans strongly oppose. The way that's written is designed to make people think the exact opposite of what's said. If you want to report a poll where many people support Trump, you would do it the way I do it. 5 out of 6 Americans strongly support Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. The way this is written, only about 1 in 6 Americans strongly oppose Trump's policies toward. So the key words here, only, 1 in 6, oppose Trump. Those words in sequence. 1 in 6 strongly oppose Trump. That's what the reader is supposed to see here. Only 1 in 6 strongly oppose Trump. No, the answer is 5 out of 6 strongly support Trump. Does that not sound entirely different when I read it to you the other way? When you sit here and read, this is a trick of journalism, is to create the exact opposite impression with the facts. Only about 1 in 6 Americans strongly oppose Trump. Only 1 in 6. That's such a small number, but the way it's written is made to have a negative reaction by the reader toward Trump. This is continuing. Grab line. Do I have? No, I don't have time. But line 1 is what I want next. We've got a guy from Tennessee who thinks I'm miscalling it here on the media, and I want to get to that. But one other polling bit of information from the Morning Consult. Trump's popularity has increased since he was elected. In a Morning Consult Politico poll just before the election, 37% of voters said they had a favorable view of Trump, 61% unfavorable just before the election. After the election, the number of people reporting unfavorable dropped 15 points to 46%. Trump saw a 9% increase in voters saying they had a favorable view also. So now Trump is evenly split 46-46, approve, disapprove. But wait a minute. Trump won the election. So what is this poll before only 37% had a favor? How did Trump win if only 37% had a favorable? I mean, if you want to count this bogus popular vote argument, how do you get 37% approving Trump to victory?